Welcome everybody, my name is Tim Sandy and I'm a VMware Systems Engineer that supports Tech Data. In this session we'll be talking briefly about the upcoming release of Virtual SAN 6. We will discuss what vSAN is, as well as what's new in version 6, as well as some packaging and licensing. So let's get started. So what is Virtual SAN? Simply put, Virtual SAN is VMware's software-defined storage solution that abstracts locally attached disks in a vSphere cluster to create a storage solution that can be provisioned and managed from vCenter as well as the vSphere web client. vSAN is classified as hypervisor converged. That is, storage and compute for VMs are delivered from the same x86 software or server platform running in the hypervisor. It integrates with the entire VMware stack and works with features such as vMotion, HA, DRS, and other numerous features and functionality that you're most likely already familiar with. VM storage provisioning and day-to-day management of storage SLAs can be controlled through VM level policies that can be set and modified on the fly. vSAN delivers enterprise-class features, scale, and performance, making it an ideal storage platform for all your VMs. Virtual SAN 6 is the second generation of VMware's hypervisor converged storage for VMs. Virtual SAN 6 capabilities are centered on delivering high performance and increased scale without compromising simplicity as well as cost effectiveness. In regards to what's new in Virtual SAN 6, we can break it down into 4 key areas. The first notable change is that vSAN 6 now allows for an all-flash architecture unlike the previous version. Due to the all-flash option and other improvements, this version offers greater performance and scalability. vSAN 6 now caters to the enterprise data services, making it a viable solution for any of your business-critical applications and services. And finally, there's a broader hardware support for vSAN ready nodes as well as compatible hardware. So let's talk about each one of these key areas in a little more detail. With the previous version of vSAN, you could have only the hybrid architecture consisting of an SSD drive for caching and then standard hard disk drives for data persistence. With vSAN 6, you now have the choice to use either the original hybrid approach architecture or the all-flash architecture. As you see in the all-flash architecture, you can use SSD drives for both caching as well as data persistence. By having all-flash architecture, you get much higher IOPS, over 2 times the IOPS, allowing you to run more intense applications than ever before. With this architecture, you can run all applications to include Tier 1 that requires higher IOPS than normal. As mentioned previously, vSAN 6 delivers enterprise-grade scale. On the left-hand side of the slide, you see the maximums for vSAN 5.5. Then to the right, you see the vSAN 6 maximums, and you can see that they've dramatically increased. You now can have up to 64 hosts within a vSAN cluster, up to 6,000 VMs, 8.8 petabytes of data, and can process a staggering 7 million IOPS. So that's pretty impressive. So pretty much any environment and its needs, even in enterprise class, again, vSAN 6 can handle it. With the major enhancements of this release, Virtual SAN provides both enterprise class scale and performance. vSAN is built from the ground up for the vSphere virtual infrastructure. With its simplicity, performance, scalability, and cost savings, vSAN is suited to be the storage for all your VMs. vSAN is now enterprise ready, and customers can use it for a broad range of use cases, including business critical or Tier 1 production applications. There are 3 options to help you deploy vSAN depending on whether you're looking for maximum flexibility or time to market with the different prescriptive configurations. The first option, you can build your own using certified vSAN components, provide you the highest flexibility. Just be sure that when you're doing this option that you check all your hardware against the vSAN hardware compatibility list. You need to make sure that all those particular components are on that HCL for vSAN. The second option is a little bit faster route to market than building your own, and which is the vSAN Ready node. The vSAN Ready node is a validated server configuration that VMware and the server OEM jointly have recommended for Virtual SAN deployments. There are over 40 vSAN Ready nodes available to select from and can fit your various use cases or workload needs. And finally, you can select to purchase an EvoRail appliance, which is the fastest route to market option. EvoRail combines VMware compute, networking, and storage resources into a hyper-converged infrastructure appliance to create a simple, easy to deploy, all-in-one solution offered by our partners. EvoRail provides the maximum ease of use and out-of-box experience in 15 minutes. So those are your three options on how to build or to put together your vSAN ready nodes. So whatever suits you, whether it's your flexibility or time to market, we can accommodate any one of those. So in summary, vSAN is built from the ground up for vSphere environments, and its core value proposition revolves and comes from the following key strengths. It's radically simple. vSAN is already built into the ESXi hypervisor and takes just a few clicks to enable vSAN and have it up and running. You manage vSAN directly from the vSphere web client that your administrators are already familiar with, so again, there's very little learning curve in regards to that. High performance. vSAN 6 uses a new flash architecture for caching and data persistence. This provides the ability to get high IOPS with consistently low latencies suitable for business-critical applications. One of vSAN's core advantages is its ability to scale performance and capacity in a linear and predictable manner by simply adding additional drives or vSAN ready nodes. And finally, lower TCO by as much as 50%. So vSAN allows you to reduce your hardware requirements and use your existing servers and local storage, saving the cost of purchasing separate expensive SAN or NAS storage systems. Grow as you go scaling allows investments to spread over time in a more cost-effective manner and more predictable manner. Last but not least, policy-driven control and automation makes the operations efficient, saving even more dollars in the long run. Now let's talk a little about some packaging and licensing information in regards to vSAN 6. First off, keep in mind that vSAN is a part of the ESXi hypervisor, so there is no software or appliance to install since it is in the vSphere hypervisor already. It's as simple as adding the vSAN license key to enable vSAN to start using it and configure it. vSAN 6 can be purchased in two primary licensing models for two different purposes. The first option is to purchase vSAN per CPU to be used for your server infrastructure. You would essentially match the number of vSphere licenses for the hosts that you will want to be a part of the vSAN cluster. The second option is to purchase it as part of the Horizon Advanced or Horizon Enterprise bundles on a per desktop basis to use for virtual desktop environment. The per desktop licenses are sold in either 10 or 100 packs for either concurrent or named users. With the new vSAN 6 All-Flash option, there is a separate license that will allow you to use that All-Flash option. So be sure to remember that if someone wants to use All-Flash, they have to purchase the All-Flash licensing in addition to the standard vSAN licenses. And just to point out on the slide, the blue dots are some of the new features that have been added to vSAN 6 that are included in both these license models. This slide here represents the different ways in which you need to calculate for your vSAN licensing for both server and your desktop environments, like I was talking about. Again, the main takeaway is that if your customer wants an all-flash option, you have to calculate for both the standard vSAN licenses as well as the all-flash licenses. As you see in the red boxes here, we have an example where we have the 6 processor licenses and the 6 all-flash licenses for a server infrastructure environment. And then we have the 500 desktop licenses and the 500 all-flash licenses to give you the proper total of licenses for that all-flash option. So again, just make sure that for those interested in doing the all-flash option, that you are calculating the appropriate licensing for that. Now you're going to have many customers that may already be using vSAN 5.5 and they want to upgrade to the new vSAN 6. And they can do so, of course, if they have current SNS active on their vSAN licenses. So if they want to upgrade, they're definitely allowed to do that, providing they have a valid SNS contract. For those that want to upgrade to vSAN 6 and use the all-flash option that are already using vSAN 5.5, they must first upgrade to vSAN 6, and then they'll also have to purchase those appropriate number of all-flash licensing on top of it. So they will need to purchase those licenses to move to the all-flash. Before we complete today's session, I wanted to also mention our VMware Enablement Registration and Calendar page. In case you're not familiar with it, The Enablement and Registration and Event Calendar page, we provide you a registration link as you see there on the bottom on the left-hand side of the slide, where you can go out, give us some basic information about yourself as far as what kind of role you're in, your email address, and what kind of enablement sessions you would like to stay attuned with as far as 100, 200, 300 level based on whether you're sales, technical sales, or engineering. You can select one, two, or all three of them if you choose. And once you do get registered, we'll go ahead, we'll get your email address, and then whenever we have upcoming enablement events, we'll go ahead and send out a reminder email of those events to you. And then the second step that you should do is to go out to our event calendar, where we will have these events listed so that you can check your schedule and see which events that you can attend, and you can compare your schedule against our event calendar as well. And one additional note I'd like to mention, in case you're not aware, we also have our Tech Data VMware Training Camp site. And with the Training Camp site, if you haven't already opted in, I do highly recommend that you do that. There's lots of benefits that you can take advantage of, starting with a dedicated training camp coach that will help you grow your VMware business. It provides you advantages such as enablement, free training, possible MDF funds, lead generation opportunities, are just some of the many benefits that it offers you. So be sure to leverage this great resource. And finally, this slide just shows you many of the great resources here at Tech Data that are a part of the training camp team to help you become successful with selling VMware and help you through that training camp process. So I highly recommend that you go out and get registered for our enablement sessions, check the calendar, as well as opt in to the Data Training Camp program. So with that completes today's session. I hope this session was informative to you, and I hope to see you come back and watch more of our enablement sessions. Thank you and have a great day.